Let's review the new PMP exam. What is changing? Actually, the exam style is changing. Well, in a high level, you don't have 200 questions anymore. Total question is 180 questions. But it means that, when you have the 200 question, 25 question was unscored pre-test questions. Now is only 5 unscored pre-test question. You have 175 scored question. Exam duration is 210 minutes, 3.5 hours, with the 2 times 10 minute breaks. Because most of the people, as you know, the exam is available virtually, proctored exam. This is designed for this. But if you are taking in the classroom, the rules are a little bit different, but your exam duration is not changing. And domain knowledge ranking is still the same: proficient, moderately proficient, and below proficient. Before, PMP exam content was part of the 5 domains, and these were the 5 project domains, starting with the initiating, planning, executing, monitoring and controlling, and closing. However, now the approach is changed. There are only 3 domains. One, the people side of it, the team building and so, and the process is still the best practices, tools and techniques part of it. And then the business environment is the more on the strategy and leadership side. This is the question allocations is based on this. Still you have the 50% of the process questions, but remember, the new exam covers Agile and the traditional and also the hybrid models of the methods. So, what went with domains, tasks, and enablers? Whole structure, actually, it is quite important to review the exam content outline because you will get the clarification over there. But when we talk about the domain, we define as the high-level knowledge area that is essential to the practice of project management. Okay, but when you have this high-level knowledge area, as a project manager, remember, it's everything based on the activities, based on the tasks. That's why to build a team, you need to create the tasks. There are underlying responsibilities of the project manager within each domain area. You see, enablers are illustrative examples of the work associated with the tasks. You see, please note that the enablers are not meant to be exhaustive list, but rather offer a few examples to help demonstrate what the task encompasses. That's why the course material, especially our course material, enhance with these enables. We don't just follow, what PMI is providing. We are adding more content to, more illustrations, examples, to explain you how you can achieve these tasks successfully. You see, it's here. The task statement is, as a project manager, your role is to manage conflict. But what you need to do to manage conflict? Yeah, of course, we all want to have to manage conflict and overcome with conflicts and not to deal with the conflicts. But you see, we have to interpret the source and stage of the conflict. There are tools, there are techniques to identify this, where this conflict is coming from. You have to find it. Which stage in the conflict you are in. And then you have to analyze the context for the conflict. You have to do some deep diving. And then, of course, evaluate, recommend, reconcile the appropriate conflict resolution solution. See, it requires certain techniques, the templates to follow. These are the enablers. Hope it makes sense. Last but not least, PMI provided the PMP exam reference list. You see, originally PMI was actually keep saying that PMBOK is not the only source for the PMP exam. But now they provided the quite a library of the recommended books. And if you are project management practitioner is a long time, you will recognize some of the books. I'm sure during the period you experience, you read, review those books. These are the recommended list in for our courses. That's why we summarize those books for you. You don't need to review everything. We definitely recommend actually of course, reading, but for the exam prep, it might be overwhelming. That's why we will help you to digest this information, what is in these books, with you during our course.